Good afternoon, everyone out there watching us, joining us here on our December edition of our Facebook Live virtual mixology. As always, Matt coming to you here live from Cedar Park now, not necessarily South Austin anymore. We got a new studio, a new place, a new spot that we're in. And as always, you've got my awesome co-host here, Morgan.
Yes,
As
aka Fresh Ice.
Fresh ice. Remember, fresh ice all the time. Always fresh ice in your cocktails and in your new albums.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm still waiting for you to drop the 2020 album.
I'm just going to go ahead, just like everything else, just push it to 2021. Just going to load up with all the HBO releases. It's going to be,
We'll just
hopefully
wait till
my
next
album
year.
outdoes those, but we'll just have to see.
So, naturally being December, and obviously with this, it is our holiday-themed cocktail. If you couldn't tell, very holiday-themed. So we're here to make our Mary Berry, and we hope that you're here to make it along with us. We actually had quite a few people get this kit. It was really nice to see this go out. So we hope all of you are here joining with us, watching this go live with us right now. Sorry, sometimes I can't talk. And be able to make this cocktail along with us. So feel free to comment down below on the video if you have any questions about any of this, about anything we're doing along the route here, and also any hipsters things in general. If this is your first time watching us, if this is your first Facebook Live, we're going to go over real quick with you kind of who we are and what we're doing. And I actually always love to pass that on to Morgan here.
Whoa.
So I'm going to let her tell you about who we are, what we do, and what's going on right now.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's an exciting time for you to join us at Hipsters. Just for a little bit of context, we started off by doing some live mixology classes, offering that opportunity to create great cocktails, but also create a community experience, something you can come together and do with your friends. Obviously, due to the global pandemic, we've had to make some shifts and make some adjustments, and we have gone online, and we now offer Zoom-based mixology classes that Matt leads, which are incredible. He actually just led one right before this, and it was so fun and awesome and interactive. I know everybody had such a great time. Actually, I don't know that for sure, but based on their faces on Zoom, they look like they're having a great time. They seem like they had a good time. Yeah. And we also are really kicking into high gear our production of our Hipsters Craft Syrups. Right now, we've got 6 of our original flavors, and we've also got some holiday flavors that are out there: gingerbread, cranberry spice, and hot chocolate. And we're just really trying to focus in on that, dial in on making some awesome craft syrups that you can add to your cocktails, of course, but also they taste great in sparkling water, in your hot tea. I've never tried that, actually. So someone try it out and let me know if that's good.
I would recommend any of the honey ones in your hot teas.
Yeah. Oh, see? Glad I brought it up. And we're just so excited to really focus in on that and to bring those to you guys. And the cool thing about that is we are now able to ship our syrups anywhere in the continental United States. So we can ship you some, pack them up. Crinkle paper is everybody's best friend here. We love crinkle paper.
We can't send it to you, Alaska.
Yeah, sorry, Alaska. We're working on it, though. Shout out to Alaska. If anybody is watching from Alaska, that is legitimately very cool.
You know what? You get them, you order it from Alaska, and I'll find a way to get it to you.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'll get them to buy me a boat. I'll become a fisherman and work my way to Alaska to get you those syrups.
Right.
Someone's going to hold me.
You heard it straight from Matt's mouth. He's coming to Alaska. But if you don't live in Alaska and you live in the continental United States, we can just ship it regular UPS ground to you. No boats required.
So it has to just be our syrups on that, just to be sure. Just so we don't get people. We
sure.
can't, unfortunately, with the laws in Texas, we cannot ship alcohol outside of our, greater Travis County, Austin area. But we can ship those syrups, just the syrups, anywhere you want us to within the continental United States, as Morgan said.
Yep.
So cool. Well, with that, real quick, just want to say, Adrian here, he can't wait. He's ready to go for it. Zach, hey, good to see you. Glad you're a part of it. Glad you're here with us. And Cody, whoop, I guess, I don't know. Cody, you let me down, but you can do better. Yeah, exactly. There's no Aggies here. Kylie, hey, good to see you. Kylie, that just kind of answered your question. You can get those syrups outside of Austin with the shipping and everything like that. So I don't know about y'all at home watching. I don't know about Morgan, but I'm ready to make this cocktail. I'm really excited about it. It features one of our holiday syrups, the cranberry spice. So that's a mix of fresh cranberry with a little bit of, holiday spices. I can't tell you everything because it's just like KFC. I can't give away my secret herbs and spices when it comes to this kind of stuff.
We are just like KFC here at Hipsters. Just like them.
Just the same business, really.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump right into making this Mary Berry cocktail. And as usual, Morgan's going to make one along with me. We're going to show her how to do it just like we're showing you guys at home. So please feel free to ask any questions. Please feel free to comment below with those questions and anything like that. Make sure before we go ahead and get started, make sure you like that page, get on it. So every time that we do these lives, every time we go live in general, you'll get a notification on your phone letting you know that we're here to talk to you, to be there with you from our socially distanced spot through this camera and through wherever we are, to really be there with you guys and bring you along on a lot of really fun new stuff that we're going to be coming up with here soon and getting and being a part of. We'll get into that later. Once we're doing this, you're ready to drink. I'm ready to drink. You guys at home are ready to drink. So let's make a cocktail.
Oh,
here we go. Good try. Good try. So what we're going to do with this, because Morgan, this is what your fourth one, third one now?
I want to say it's fourth or maybe even fifth.
I mean, so you could
I
basically
honestly feel like I'm a pro at
you
this
could
point.
basically lead this from this point forward.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say that you can, because then I get booted out and then
Yeah,
it's just the
true.
Morgan show, and I'm not going to do that just yet.
Yeah.
So where do we start? Where do we always start?
Should we go over what we need? Or no, that's not what you're going to say?
I think you should. I think you should go over everything that you need to make this drink.
Okay, great. Am I going?
Yeah, I said you should
Okay,
go.
first of all, I don't know you like them, the general you, or me.
I would
you.
like them at home to explain to me how to make this drink.
All right, together, everyone together. First of all, the shaker tins.
Nicest family on the block.
Nicest family on the block. We love the shaker tins. Tried and true. Your large and your small. Got those.
All right.
Then you're gonna have your measuring tool, the jigger, and you've got your long side and your short side. I made that up right now. Can you tell?
You're not wrong. But tell them the measurements. What are they?
Yeah. So you got. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up because it's not the same as it's on the line, right? Or it is the same as it's on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 3/4 of an ounce on this side.
A little higher.
An ounce.
Yes.
On this side.
One full
and 2
ounce.
ounces on this side.
Yes.
Okay. Glad that everyone review 1 ounce on this side, 2 ounces on this side. Don't make that mistake like I did.
And if you do have a jigger like this, that measuring tool, that's the 2 ounce and the 1 ounce. And you may be lucky enough at home to have one that has markings on the inside or lines to show you where different measurements are. But if you don't, if you have, I know our starter kits that we send out to people, they actually don't have those. But we like to show you exactly kind of where that would be. So if you do have that measurement, obviously this is 1 ounce, so you're going to be halfway up would be about a half ounce, 3/4 of an ounce, 1/4 of an ounce. And then the only other one you really have to worry about on the large side is 1.5 ounces. And that's going to be about 3/4 of the way up. Give yourself about 1/2 inch or so from the top, and you should be right there at about your line of 1.5 ounces when it comes to those measurements. All right, what's next?
Glass. I got a rocks glass here for this drink.
I do too.
Okay, here's the real kicker, and if you've been watching these, you know this is going to be tough for Morgan because Matt just informed me that we will be juicing our citrus with our very own bare hands. Everyone got your bare hands? But you do need your citrus fruits, which is a lime, so as nicely displayed here in the front of this bar. Gin, our still gin.
So with this one, we are using Still Gin. It's a local company based here out of Austin. They're a really great company. If you haven't been down there, I believe they have reopened their tasting room. It's down off of the South Congress in St. Elmo, I believe. But really cool people, really great company. Go out and support them if you can. They've got a gin right now, which is ridiculously good. They also have a bourbon that they just recently released, which is phenomenal as well. We love those guys, and they support us, we support them, and we just want to send as many people their way as we can. So with that. We've got our house-made cranberry spice syrup. Of course, a little bit of lime. That way you want to add that citrus into that cocktail. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Did I say all the things that we need?
Yeah.
Okay.
Strainers?
Oh, and strainers. We got your Hawthorns, the second nicest family on the block, and also your That's a Fine Strainer. Oh, yep. Okay, cool.
Now, we're not actually going to use the fine strainer with this cocktail, but we will be using the Hawthorne strainer. But it's always good to know what those are if you have them at home.
Yeah, and it's just good to hear the joke over and over again.
Fine strainer. All right. All right, so what do we do first? We always get our shaker tins ready to go. We get those shakers, we get them out. What side do we normally build our cocktail in?
Probably the large side.
That's going to be the big side right here.
I got it right. That was a guess. 50-50 chance. Doing well so far.
Taking a quick breather on that one. All right, so first up, spirit. We're going to do our gin. We're going to do 2 ounces of that gin. Not 1, not 1.5, 2 full ounces of gin going into this cocktail.
Wow, that is some. I was trying to make a Mary Berry pun, and it was ill-timed. So
I'm
here we
excited
are.
about gin. That's all I'm saying.
Large side, all the way to the top.
Large side to the top, 2 ounces.
Trying to be as.
You got any fun Christmas plans?
I'm gonna go visit my family in Houston, which is fun, right? I mean, it is fun. It's fun, Mom and Dad. You're probably watching this, so.
I was like, I don't know why you're asking me if your family's fun. I've
Yeah.
never met them. I mean, well, I have. but
Yeah,
I
you
never
met them
hung
like
out
2
with
days.
them.
They're fun.
They
They're fun.
seem, Morgan's parents, y'all seem like a really fun group of people. I would love to hang out at any point. Come on in, we'll hang out, we'll have a good time.
This is really taking a turn.
No, we're just trying to make Morgan's parents feel great. All right, what's next?
Probably the syrup. She said tentatively.
That's a great guess, and you would be correct.
Yes.
Really, because it doesn't matter which one you go with next. And really, when it comes to this, there's really no order. You have to build your ingredients. It's just kind of, I always like to build them largest to small.
Gotcha.
You
Okay.
know, so that way we know. So, do you know how much? That's going to be 3/4 of an ounce.
Okay, you beat me to it. I was gonna say 3/4 of an ounce. For the record.
Don't let her lie to you.
I was gonna
Facebook
say
and YouTube and whoever else is watching.
Oh man, you can't see it, but I did a really good job, and I love to tell myself that I did a really good job.
I like to let the world know.
Hey, oh,
That's,
okay, I needed that anyway.
That's what's coming next, so that's perfect. So now we're going to get to the part that Morgan's not excited about.
I'm excited. I'm just nervous.
And that is using that grip strength to hand juice these limes. Because a lot of people, you may not have a citrus juicer at home. You may not have some way of, like, machine-wise juicing this fruit. So you just got to use your own 2 hands. So you've got yours. We like to, for the people at home,
Well,
let's
okay.
measure it up here. Come on. I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay, but you're better at this than I am, so we should display
At
your
squeezing
skills.
fruit.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Not a title I wanted, but a title I'll take.
If you guys ever watch any of our hipsters promo videos, which you totally should because they are really beautifully produced, you will get to see Matt kind of in slow-mo cutting citrus and juicing it, and it really looks very impressive. It takes a very mundane activity and turns it into something very artful, if
You're
you
just
will.
like, wow, that's nice.
Wow.
So usually, me personally, I like to juice directly into my jigger measuring tool. You can always juice into a glass, whatever you want to. The thing we like to do with these, and kind of the main point, is to show you that you can make these cocktails at home however you need to, however you can, using what you have around you. You don't have to have a professional bar kit. You don't have to have a bar tool set or anything like that. Now, I mean, obviously it helps, but you can do all this stuff at home without any of that. So that's why I like to show these methods as well. So that way, come on, push, squeeze.
Oh, goodness.
She's struggling over here.
Oh, my gosh. I'm embarrassed.
Do you want me to put you out by the bus stop because the struggle bus is coming?
Oh, my gosh. Probably.
That's a bad joke, I know, but I like it.
But I have to laugh because we're live, so.
All right, so we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of that lime juice as well.
Oh my goodness, it's just a mess.
You got this.
But as always, I just want this to be the empathy component. If anybody else is at home struggling with
This
this,
is actually
I'm
the
here.
cleanest I've ever done this.
Okay, well,
Usually there's
Matt's
juice
the example of
everywhere.
everybody who's doing well, and I'm the example of all of you who are having a difficult
Wait, did
time.
you use my other half too?
Oh, I did. Sorry, I just figured you were.
These are tiny limes. We're gonna need quite a few for this one. All right, you got your 3/4 of an ounce on there. I still got another 1/4 of an ounce to go.
Oh, so good. Okay, I don't think you told me if you have Christmas plans.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm going to hang out with your family.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. I'll tell them. I'll let them know. We
Christmas
didn't
morning,
get
I'll
you
be there.
anything, by the way.
It's all right. I'm bringing hipster serves for everybody.
Yay! You're like Santa, but
It's
in
my-
a plaid suit instead.
I got a red one.
Oh, perfect. There we go. Of course you have 2 Christmas suits.
Of course I do.
That's really on
Well, I
brand.
mean, I bought the red one for Vegas. That's a different story. That's a whole
Okay.
other
All
cocktail
right.
video. All right.
Don't worry, next Christmas I will also have a plaid suit. I'll work on it.
I hope so. That would be incredible. No, I'm going home to see my family.
Okay, that's a
Spend
good.
time with my family.
All right, well, sorry, Mom and Dad. Matt is not coming home for Christmas.
I mean, look, I can stop by. I don't. Houston's only 3 hours in the opposite direction
Yeah,
of where I'm going. All right, we've got all of our ingredients in here. Everyone at home, I hope you have your ingredients ready to go. You've got everything ready. You've got your ingredients in there, your juice, your syrup, your gin, because sometimes I forget what we use. What's up next? What are we going to do next?
Ice, fresh ice.
Exactly.
Woo! That's
So
not
get
bad.
yourself a
And
scoop of
then-
ice in there,
And the small one, right?
and the small side.
Yeah.
So you always want to put your ice in the side of the cocktail shaker that you did not use. Now, a lot of people at home, a lot of bar kits and stuff that they have at home, they will have gotten the kind of single shaker set with a little bit of a lid and a strainer on top. And with that, basically, you can add the ice right in there. That's the only way you're going to really be able to do that. But you want to do that right before you make that drink. Because the minute you add ice in there, add ice to that alcohol and everything, it's going to start to melt, going to start to dilute.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to be a more watered down cocktail than anyone really, really, really wants.
It's true.
She doesn't want that.
No.
Cody behind the camera doesn't want that.
He doesn't.
We want nice, full flavored drinks. So you've got your ice there. I'm going to get my ice. All right. Small side into big side. Tap on top.
Really
What does
hard.
that tap do? What does that tap do?
So it creates a seal, maybe.
Seal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that way, when you go to shake this, it doesn't spill this delicious Mary Berry cocktail all over you.
You. Oh yeah. Me.
Or me. Honestly, with this, it would probably go all over me. So, you ready?
Yes. I'm nervous because I always get a text message after these with a still photo of me shaking, and it's always me making a really terrible face. So today I'm going to try and like maintain my beauty queen status.
What fantastic human being sent you those?
I can't tell you. I cannot disclose that information.
Look, if you find a way to get my phone number and text those to me, I will make very good use of them.
No, I'm not going to make any ugly faces today.
You sure about that?
I'm ready.
Go for it.
Okay, together though, right? On 3, 1, 2.
Shake away.
Look how pleasant I look. I look so pleasant. Woo!
So what do you look for when you shake that drink?
We want
How
a
do you know
little
when it's done?
frost right on the side if you run your finger across it.
Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then you give it a little heel of the hand to break the seal.
So if it isn't already broken and ready to go, you do want to give it a little tap on the side.
There's the ugly face.
Sometimes. There it goes.
I'm so weak.
You got it? There you go. See, you did it. And always make sure you get all of that delightful goodness right there in the other one.
We're good.
All right. Next step. We're going to do some more fresh ice right in that glass.
Woo!
So go ahead and fill your glass up.
Beautiful. Fresh ice. Can't say it enough.
All right, I'm going to do the same. Oh, get in there. Slippery ice.
Okay.
That ice is slick. All right. Here, I'm going to trade you because that one's harder to use.
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
I spilled stuff on myself with this one before. So,
Yep.
so Hawthorne Strainer, that's the one with the spring. It's got a nice strain look to it. This one's really fancy with like little diamonds on it or star. I don't know what those are supposed to be. So you put that right over the top, and then you want to see this one doesn't have the prongs, which is why it's terrible. So you want to do that and just strain it directly over that brand new ice. Should have that really nice color from the
It's
cranberry.
so pretty.
And when you're done with that, so you should have a little package of dried cranberries.
Mm-hmm.
We probably should have taken them out of these little bags so it didn't look weird whenever we showed them.
This is how everybody else got them.
I
so
promise they're dried cranberries and not something else, Mom.
Empathy exercise.
So what you want to do with this is you want to take probably, a little bit of a little handful of those. I say a little, get you like 5. Oh, that's way too many. So you want to get you, a good little amount, as you can kind of see there. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. And take them all in one hand and just kind of give them, just right over the center of your drink, give them a little bit of a sprinkle.
Sprinkle. Oh, yours is way prettier than mine, but it's okay.
You could take those, if you bought one of these kits at home, you could take them, put them on a skewer or a toothpick
yeah.
or some kind of cocktail pick and put them on the side, making them really nice and pretty. I kind of like the pile-on method because then they go into your drink and kind of infuse a little bit as you drink it. And by the time you get done, those dried cranberries aren't so dry anymore, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they have booze in them now.
Oh, I didn't know that you were prompting that response. Yeah, they have booze in them now. All right, let's drink it.
I hope y'all enjoyed making this drink at home. I hope you're really going to enjoy it. We're going to cheers here. Cheers with y'all at home. So cheers, man.
Cheers.
Happy holidays. I hope y'all have a great one. We're going to take a sip out of this, see what we think.
Yup.
Gin and cranberry go really well together.
They really do. Yeah, it's super good. I love it. It's like wintry because of the cranberry, but it's also refreshing. It's not when I think winter drinks, it's like very heavy or something.
Yeah.
I don't. This is,
And that's something that you got to take into account when you're doing stuff like this. So it depends on kind of where you live. Down here in Texas, unfortunately, if anyone's watching from outside of Texas or whatever, it gets cold, but it doesn't get that cold. So even like right now, I think we're hitting some days where the highs are like still 70 degrees or whatever. So you don't necessarily want a really heavy, warm cocktail, even though it's winter. You want something a little bright, refreshing, because unfortunately for a lot of the rest of the country, we still get to enjoy patio weather in December and sometimes into January, but that's a little iffy.
Yeah.
But if you were to live somewhere, or you're somewhere making this cocktail, or you just enjoy something a little heavier or something like this will definitely hit that mark too, because it has the alcohol in it. It has the syrup and stuff in it that will definitely warm you up too. Or you could always take this if you didn't necessarily, let's say you're not a gin drinker. Mm-hmm. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like gin. I don't know why. I don't judge you, but I don't know why. It's okay. But you can make this exact same cocktail with bourbon or with rye or something like that, and it would do that same kind of thing. It would give you a little bit more of a warming atmosphere, a little bit more of a warming aspect to your body. You're sitting in front of a nice fire, maybe in a rocking chair with a cigar and a nice cocktail. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily describing my winter nights sometimes.
That's weird because I was going to say that's what I do most winter nights.
I mean,
we should just hang out in a rocking chair together sometime.
Dude, you're telling me. Well, unfortunately I took mine apart to redo it and put it back together, and I haven't gotten to the putting it back together part yet. So, well, I will rock as a person.
We could circle back on it when the rocking chairs are
that may be because of the cocktails, not because of the actual chairs. Or
also true. Well, we are so grateful for everyone who tuned in and who purchased these kits. We're excited to share them with you guys and to continue to share them with you guys in 2021. But actually, this is our last live stream.
This is the last one of this year. That's crazy. Also, make sure, if you don't know yet, and I don't know how, you must be living under a rock if you have not heard about this or you don't know, but we recently opened up a lounge on South Lamar. So we took that space that we used to do these live mixologies out of, that space that has Phantasma Kitchen, which are delicious Roman-style pizzas, Lechuza Birria tacos, which is our birria-style taco that if you have not had, you have to try because they're to die for. And then also now with the Hipsters Lounge, I forget. We have a Coffee and Crisp coffee shop in there now. So if you're an early bird, if you like to rise before the sun, I'm not. I don't like to do that. That coffee shop, I believe, opens at 7.
It was at 7, so the sun will be up.
Not right now.
Oh, it's not?
No, 7 o'clock. It's still dark.
Okay, well.
So it opens at 7 a.m. You can definitely stop by down there, grab yourself a nice cup of coffee. Our baristas there are fantastic and everything like that. We have actually, at this time, too, also opened the inside of that lounge up from 7 a.m. until we close at night. So you can come in there, grab a coffee, get yourself a nice spot to do a little bit of work or just some light reading, whatever you want to do. And I mean, then if you stay there long enough, you might as well get some tacos or pizza into lunch, maybe a cocktail from the Hipsters Lounge bartenders. For sure. And then just continue on through into happy hour. And in all honesty, you could spend your entire day there and just have a different experience all throughout the day. Not that you're going to, and not that I expect you to, but you could. You could.
You really could.
Yeah. And so then, of course, going in at 5 p.m., we start opening up the lounge area and stuff like that, getting the bar in there and offering some really awesome hipsters cocktails that use our house-made syrups and stuff. They are on a draft system right now, so we're doing draft cocktails that feature hipster stuff. And then a few kind of one-offs. If you want a vodka soda or a whiskey soda or something like that, we can definitely do that for you yet as well. Not necessarily full bar, but we do have a lot of options for you to choose from. So that's really exciting. We've got that ready to go. So please go down there, check them out, give them some love down there on South Lamar because, I mean, we love bringing you guys in, bringing everybody into our space and really showing you what we're all about, showing you about our community, showing you about those experiences and what we really want everyone to experience when they, come and do this kind of stuff with us. So on that note, I think I've said just about everything. My mouth's getting dry. I'm talking too much.
Yeah, you have.
I mean, I guess I should just... I got a delicious cocktail here in front of me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Matt pretty much covered it. So go ahead and check us out. And you can find all kinds of information about our lounge and about our company at hipsters.com. So We hope to either see you guys at the lounge, see you in an order form, see you in an email, whatever it is.
A virtual
soon.
mixology.
Yeah.
You can do that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So make sure you
See you in some capacity.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you get on those notifications and stuff so you know whenever we post new things, whenever we go live, whenever we're trying to tell you guys about any of the new really fun stuff we have coming up for hipsters. I'm going to enjoy the rest of this cocktail and finish out my day. I think you're the same.
Yes.
Yeah. So cheers, everybody. Happy holidays. Be safe out there. Be careful. Stay socially distant. Wear your masks. Do everything you need to do to make sure that we're all safe this holiday season. It's going to be a tough one, but we're going to make it through it. We're almost into the next one. I can keep saying things, but I'm going to stop myself. So cheers to you, Morgan.
Cheers.
Cheers to all of you out there, and I hope y'all have a great holiday. See you guys.